Oh, I'm hit! Oh, Lordy, I'm hit! The venom is coursing through my veins! I have been failed by a winged beast of destruction. Stinging's the only thing they know. It's their way.
Hey, Ryan. Hi, this is Sarah Palin.
Ryan, Donald Trump Jr.
Harsh to win, see you. Hey, everybody, I want y'all to check out a fellow Marine spawn catch.
My name is Ted Nugent, and I got a call from my buddy Ryan F. Samuels, and he wants me to tell you that he's a working hard, playing all-American son of a who is celebrating God, family, country.
Welcome to the Ryan Samuels Show, one of the top political podcasts in the United States, where we have a healthy distrust for government and mainstream media. The Ryan Samuels Show is a raw, unfiltered look at American politics. Follow on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, and all podcast platforms. Here is your host, Ryan Samuels.
Hello, Patriots. The most outrageous thing I think I've ever seen or heard of has been all over Twitter. There is a police officer in Florida who completely unloaded his entire magazine on his own patrol car because he thought an acorn that was falling and hit his car was a gunshot. This is freaking outrageous. So we're going to go over the video. We're going to talk about it a lot. This is, I think his name's Jesse Hernandez, this police officer. Allegedly, he's a former special operations Army guy. And the only thing I have to say to that is bullshit. There's no way. Absolutely no way. And we'll go over all of that. But before we start, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you're listening on the podcast, leave a review and download this podcast. So the basis behind this story is a young lady and her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. They're having a domestic dispute, just a dispute. I guess he took her car. Really, what you couldn't say stolen, but he took the car and then he wouldn't give it back. He sent her a picture of a metal pipe that the police officers thought was a silencer, I guess, but not a picture of a gun. She says he carries guns sometimes, or he has guns, whatever. So they take this guy into custody. They handcuff him. They search him for weapons. Then they place him in the back of the car, right? Any threat has been entirely neutralized. Let's watch the part of this.
My car back. I've been asking all night, can I get my car back? Like, I don't care about the argument. I don't even know what the argument is about. I just want my car. Mm-hmm. I don't want to deal with anything. I know anytime we get into it, whether I'm right or wrong, he puts his hands on me or he threatens to put his hands on me. It gets very violent. Very yes.
First thing to know as a police officer, number one, whenever one significant other tells you the other significant other is incredibly violent or they beat me or they hit me, doesn't matter, male or female, typically they are lying to you. They are trying to get you to respond with more urgency and take harder actions than you would if it was just a verbal altercation. And that was my experience. That's most officers' experiences. You ask around, they'll tell you. But so when you hear that, you kind of just, you take it and you investigate it and you look for evidence of it. If the woman is 5'3" and 120 pounds, and the man is 6'7", 300 pounds, and she is claiming that he beat the crap out of her, and there's not a single scratch or bruise on her, then he didn't beat the crap out of her. Period. Same thing. It's not a sex thing. It goes both ways. In domestic situations, whether boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, husband, female, lesbian marriages, relationships, it happens It's human nature when you live with people. But you have to take that with a grain of salt. And you have to investigate it. You don't just take what they tell you and take it as 100% gospel. And that's the biggest problem with policing today. That if whoever gets to the police officer first and gives them the story the first is believed, even if it's just complete nonsense.
Pat him down.
So here's the suspect. This is the sergeant, the female, says to pat him down. Pat him down. Search him for weapons. Okay, standard procedure.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
What I'm getting patted down for?
Because you're getting patted down.
Why?
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't have no weapons on me.
No, I don't have any weapons on me. First of all, you're patting somebody down. You don't let them stand there with their hands that way. You take control of their hands. Put your hands on your head. I'm just going to hold your hands here while I just pat you down. You're not under arrest. Easy. You don't let them sit there while you're bent over and your freaking weapon side is by their hand and then they grab your weapon or whatever, or they turn around and swing at you. This is terrible. This is a terrible pat down.
This is good.
And he's letting the guy reach in his pocket.
Detain him, please. I need an affidavit from you. Okay.
Where's that?
That's where you're filling out that you're wanting to pursue charges. Okay. Where's our car? If you want.
So he's handcuffed and placed in a patrol car after he searched for weapons.
To go ahead and transport him. I'll stay here and get the affidavit.
So he's going to the guy's going to jail. So this cop's going to transfer him to jail, right? This is him. This is the police officer. That's it. That's all this guy has to do. All he has to do is take this person to the jail. That's it. Simple, easy. You don't really have to do much. She's going to take the affidavit. She's going to do the report. It's her call. You're just transporting. That's all you're doing. But Action Jackson takes this to a level I can't even fathom. I can't even. What happens next? I cannot even remotely understand whatsoever. So she says, transport him. So I guess the girl showed a picture of what they thought was a silencer on a weapon. So I guess he's going to search him again. I mean, you already searched him. So this is why he has his gloves on. So let's watch this. This is the patrol car where the person is handcuffed. Again, I can't reiterate this enough. Is handcuffed, already searched for weapons by 2 police officers, found to have none, secured in the back of the patrol car that you cannot open from the inside. He's walking up to the car. He's about to open the door and... Shots fired! Shots fired! What? What? So he does like some double combat role here. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before in my life. And Acorn fell on the roof of the car. That's what happened. It's like right above it. You can't really see it in this video. But it happened to fall on his car. He's parked under an oak tree. And here we go. Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Panicking. Screaming at the top of his lungs. Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Shots fired! And then proceeds to dump his entire magazine into the back of his patrol car. to a guy who is handcuffed, sitting in the back of his patrol car. Nobody was injured in this entire thing, just so you know. I'm laughing because this is the most ludicrous, asinine thing I have ever seen or heard of in my life.
I'm hit! I'm hit!
He's yelling that he's hit. What hit you? Oh, okay. Allegedly, special operations guy. Okay. You might be thinking PTSD, whatever. Nonsense. I don't believe it whatsoever. He drops his magazine. He doesn't even pass in flight or any kind of tactical reload that a special ops guy would do. He doesn't bring it in the circle, reload, and then punch back out. He just drops it on the ground and then proceeds to drag his weapon across the entire deck.
What?
He's sitting in the middle of the open street. Sitting in the middle of the open street.
I in the car! I shot through the car!
He shot through the car. Oh my God. This is embarrassing just to watch.
Oh!
In his mind, he's in a gunfight. His weapon is unloaded on the ground. Just empty, leaving his empty weapon on the ground. And this guy was in special operations. There ain't no way, not a shot on planet Earth. This guy may have been a payroll clerk that was assigned to a special operations unit. Plenty of time to reload your weapon there, buddy.
I'm good. I feel weird, but I'm good.
I feel weird, but I'm good. This guy thinks he was shot.
I'm good. I'm good.
Now look at his little tactical little sight on his pistol. I mean, that's just gear queer. Like,
I don't know.
and this guy's girlfriend, who she just had him arrested, is now screaming like you're shooting him.
I might have hit my vest.
Imagine being the suspect and sitting in the car, and the cop walks past you and then all of a sudden just starts shooting at you. I mean, and what are you doing? You just hanging out behind the car? What are you doing? I mean, I don't understand what you're doing.
Stay inside your house. Stay inside your house.
Here comes all the backup. Now, the scariest thing is that all the other officers are going to take this guy's word for it. I mean, I would. You have to. You don't have a choice. it's not reasonable to think that this person's lying or this person's seeing this stuff. It's not, when you're there and you know the people, it's not reasonable to think that unless you know this guy. I mean, obviously this guy had to have some signs of being a clown, had to have. I mean, or overly aggressive or overly dramatic, or like there had to be something there where this guy just freaked out. I wouldn't.
Shit. It might have hit my vest. I don't know. But I'm not.
Every cop in the city now has got to stop what they're doing to go close off this entire area. They're going to get a SWAT team out there. They're going to get a helicopter. They're going to get all of this taxpayer money, all of this scrap, because a fucking Rambo is afraid of a damn acorn.
I don't know. It felt like it.
Jesse, move over to me. I got you. Move over to me. Jesse, come back. Mark vehicle right there.
Dude, am I hit?
Come on, go.
Dude, am I hit? It's almost like it is now slowly entering his mind that, oh my God, man, I messed up, right? Am I hit? Did that shot even happen? Like his adrenaline is coming down and he's starting to, I think, kind of realize, like, what the hell happened? What did I do? So that's his body cam, right? The officer who ran away from the Acorn. The sergeant that was with the girl, this is her body camera.
Do you know your tag number off the top of your head? Okay, it's okay.
She hears shots fired. She doesn't hear a shot, though, right? This is where it kind of gets a little complicated for this officer. She hears another officer saying, I'm shot. Shots fired. I've been shot. So it's reasonable for you to believe that your fellow officer has been shot, right? It's not illogical for you to believe that.
What?
She's like, what? What? Now, what she does next, people are criticizing her for, but she kind of has to. He's saying, this person's shooting at me. Your partner's is in the wide open road with just completely exposed. So the only way to get him out of there is to pop some rounds off at the car and keep that dude's head down, or hit him because you think he's actually shooting at your fellow police officer.
Where? Right there? Jesse, are you okay? Get in the house! Get in the house! Jesse! Get back! Where is he? Where is he?
In the car! In the car!
I can't even fathom this.
43, give me traffic. Shots fired. I got a deputy down. No!
She's doing everything she's supposed to do. She's doing everything she is supposed to do. I'm sorry. However, you should kind of maybe think, one of my questions would be, wasn't he handcuffed in the car? Didn't we search him? I watched you search him, okay? I fired off the rounds to get you out of there because I have to listen to what you say. Now I'm going to be like, Didn't you search him and handcuff him? I don't understand the probability of that happening, of him getting a silenced weapon through you, which like triples the size of the pistol. Getting a silenced weapon through the search. So you got a gun that's this long. Let me get it in the camera here. And now it's this long. And he's handcuffed. He slips out of the handcuffs, grabs his silenced weapon, shoots at you. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Off of McLaren. We're off of McLaren. Shots fired. I got a deputy down. Jesse, how are you?
I'm good. Of course you're good. Why wouldn't you be good? You're perfectly fine. I mean, nothing happened.
Jesse, how are you? Okay. 43 SO, I need EMS. I need EMS on standby. Suspect is going to be in the vehicle. Where are you hit? Where are you hit?
No!
Get back!
No!
Get back!
Anybody to do anything, please.
That's the worst thing to deal with is the frickin' family. You wanted this guy arrested and put in jail, and you know now you're screaming at us to stop doing what we're doing. And they're completely wrong, by the way. I'm not defending that. They're completely wrong. But in this moment, she doesn't know that.
No!
I might have hit my vest.
Okay, okay.
You would know if it hit your vest. It's not, it might have hit my vest. Okay. You would know there would be a hole in your shirt. You would feel it. It's like getting hit with a sledgehammer. It's not like it just bounces off of you and you're fine. It's going to relieve a softball bruise on your chest or shoulder or wherever it hit you in the vest.
No!
Get back! Get back! I'm not going to tell you go! Get back! Get back! Get her! Get her and get her back now!
No!
Stay inside your house. Stay inside your house.
Do you have any movement? Stop. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Traumatized over an Acorn.
Legs went numb. Do you see anything on my vest? Yeah.
All right, so this is after, from the first video, we got this guy pulled behind the building. All right, so they're pulling him out of the line of fire, the imaginary line of fire.
Yeah. Do you see anything on my vest?
Or are you feeling anything? Did you feel anything?
My legs went numb when it hit me.
All right.
I don't know. My legs went numb for a second. I heard a pop come from.
Go this way. Can you move?
Yeah.
I got you, buddy.
I'm pulling out, do a full search of him.
All right, now this is going back to what we already watched. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Rambo. I literally have no words. I have no words for what has occurred here. Literally no words. Here is a news report. And let's just watch this.
New at 10. We are now learning more information about why an Okaloosa County Sheriff's deputy resigned after a shooting in November.
The body camera footage that shows exactly what happened that day has been released. News 5's Haley Kennedy joins us now in the studio to show us this really shocking video and maybe even more shocking what led up to the shooting.
Yeah, and after nearly 2 months of investigating, the Okaloosa...
2 months it took them to investigate this. Which I guarantee 7 weeks of it was, how the hell are we going to explain this in any way? Now, this cop wasn't charged with any crime. He resigned. It was a forced resignation. I guarantee it. The sergeant, they said, acted reasonably. I think she did act reasonably based on what he was saying. The suspect was not injured whatsoever. He's about to be a freaking millionaire. And he rightfully so. I mean, this cop is a moron.
The county sheriff's office has determined what the deputy originally thought was a gunshot was actually an acorn falling onto the deputy's patrol car. Now, what the deputy did in this video that we are about to show you has been declared a violation of their policies on excessive use of control.
Shots fired!
This is body camera footage of Deputy Jesse Hernandez claiming shots were fired after hearing a pop in early...
I feel like I'm watching Reno 911 or the other guys with Will Ferrell. I cannot believe that this is real.
November. Sergeant Beth Roberts then begins to shoot as well at the vehicle both deputies believe the threat was coming from. Inside that SUV was Marquise Jackson, a man accused of taking his girlfriend's car and sending her threats. Prior to the shooting, body camera footage shows the deputies at a house on McLaurin Circle in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, responding to a complaint filed by the girlfriend. Jackson is then seen arriving to the scene. He was detained, searched, and handcuffed, then put in the back seat of an SUV. A few moments later is when Hernandez claims he was hit by a bullet.
We hold our officers.
This is the sheriff of the county, his boss, desperately trying to explain this. I don't know.
To a very high standard of service. And this particular time, we let the public down.
After nearly 2 months of investigation, the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office determined that Deputy Hernandez was in violation of their excessive use of control policy. He resigned from his position in December in the middle of the investigation, and Sergeant Roberts was determined to be acting in the code of the policy. Both deputies were cleared of any criminal charges.
But we have just as equally and just as important of an obligation to our public. Even if they're being investigated for a felony crime, we have that same obligation to protect them.
Jackson, who was sitting in the back of the SUV being shot at, left the scene unharmed. However, he states in a Facebook...
This is the state of our police officers nowadays. I mean, nobody wants to be a cop. Nobody wants to be a cop because of all the political pressure. So they have to lower their standards. So all these good people who are actually really good police officers, they don't want to friggin' do it. I was on the phone with one of my buddies the other day. We were talking about just how horrible it is. And, like cops are getting arrested left and right. I'm very shocked this guy didn't come under any charges whatsoever, at least not now. I mean, maybe in a little while they'll come back and hit him with something after the public is completely just outraged by this. I mean, oh, dear Jesus. That is so embarrassing to even just watch. It's so embarrassing to watch. But, and then on the other side, if you look at the other side of the coin, you want to know why the freaking public, or particularly, the black community, is terrified of police officers. I mean, look at this. Look at this crap. This is not a common occurrence. Do not get me wrong. This is not something that happens every day. These guys are few and far between. They're getting more common with the officers that are being accepted because they just can't get anybody else to do the job. because nobody wants to do it. But I remember when I was a police officer, I pulled over two guys. It was two black guys. They ran a stop sign. I pulled them over. I walk up. Their hands are on the ceiling and they're screaming, "Please don't shoot me." And I'm just like chuckling. I'm like, "Guys, relax. Relax." They're like, no. We have guns in the car. I'm like, "Okay, you're allowed to have guns in the car. This is America, Jack. Like, you're allowed to own a firearm. You're allowed to have it. Does not mean I'm going to kill you." But they didn't have an Acorn. If they had an Acorn, then apparently it's fucking game on. Double combat roll. Oh my God. Anyway, this dangerous man and this Acorn have been taken off the streets. Like I said, these guys are few and far between. They are out there. But most of the police officers you see are hard working, honest people who are just trying to make it through a career and get their pension without going to jail for the rest of their lives. Thank you very much for watching. This is Ryan Samuels. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Ryan Samuels Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.